Hi, Repos, the processing point here. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about mobile payment processing. Now, mobile payments are actually the fastest growing sector in the small business world today, and with good reason. I mean, it's freeing business owners up from clumsy and expensive wireless credit card terminals and enabling them to take credit card payments directly on their cell phones. Now, what this does is actually increases sales and lowers the overall cost of their credit card processing. So it's no wonder that mobile payments are growing so fast. And when it comes to mobile payment applications, there are two names that stick out in the industry. The first one is Square, which is probably one of the most recognizable names in the industry, and the second one is PhoneSwipe. And the PhoneSwipe is actually the most widely distributed device on the market. Now, PhoneSwipe is what the merchant doctor utilizes and what the merchant doctor endorses. So on an almost daily basis, we're getting the question, why should I use PhoneSwipe when I could just sign up for Square? So what I would like to do today is highlight 11 things that set PhoneSwipe above and beyond Square. And I'd like to start out with cost because, of course, everyone wants to know with credit card processing, how much is this going to cost me? Now, both products offer a pricing structure that has no contract, no monthly fees, no cost for the card reader. And the pricing is as follows. It has two different rate categories, a qualified and a non-qualified. Now, for those of you that don't know, to have a qualified transaction, that means that the transaction takes place in person, where you're swiping the credit card and actually capturing a signature. Whereas a non-qualified transaction is when you have to hand key the credit card information into your phone or the terminal, as it may be. So for Square, a qualified transaction is 2 3/4%, and a non-qualified is 3.5% and 15 cents for that transaction. Now, the PhoneSwipe does come out just a hair more expensive. For a qualified transaction, it's 2.69% and 20 cents for a transaction, and the non-qualified transaction fee is 3.49 and 20 cents. So being that it's just a hair more expensive, which one would you choose? Well, obviously PhoneSwipe does everything that Square can do, but there are 11 things that'll set it apart and make it the wise choice for your business. Now, number one, rates. In addition to that rate there, the PhoneSwipe also offers a high volume rate plan. In other words, you're not stuck paying those rates if you're a merchant that does higher volume. You can actually get a true interchange plus pricing structure and still utilize the mobile technology of PhoneSwipe. Now with Square, no matter how much you do a month, you are stuck with their pricing program. Number two, service and support. The PhoneSwipe offers 24/7, no hold time service and support. If you have any issues or questions, you have a live person to talk to. Now with Square, you're stuck with either email or Twitter. Number three, dependable. The PhoneSwipe device is the most dependable device on the market, whereas one of the number one complaints Square gets is that the device stops working or breaks way too easily, and when that happens, you're stuck paying the non-qualified transaction for any transactions that you do while the device is broken. Now, number four, security. The PhoneSwipe is far and above the most secure device on the market. It is fully encrypted the second a credit card is swiped before it's ever even transmitted to the application, making it absolutely useless to anyone other than you. Now, the Square device, on the other hand, is not encrypted and is very easily turned into a credit card skimmer. Number five, inventory. The PhoneSwipe device actually allows you to keep a real-time running inventory on all the items that you sell. Now, the Square product does do this, but only for iPads, not for the iPhone and Android products. Email, number six. What that means is that the PhoneSwipe actually enables you to capture email addresses when you email a receipt to a customer. Now, that's very important when it comes to your future marketing efforts because you'll be able to reach out to your current customer database and enlighten them as to new specials or items that they might be interested in. Number seven, cash payments. with the phone swipe, you can actually enter cash payments in and email receipts out to your customers. Now, this is not only a nice service for your customers, but it helps you build your email list as well as maintain an accurate real-time inventory. Number 8, tips. With the phone swipe, you are able to actually have your customers enter either a custom amount for tips, or they can select the option to do a flat percentage based on the sale amount. Now with Square, one of the complaints that they get is that tips can only be entered as a percentage of the sale, which means that the overall tip amounts were going down for many of Square's customers. Number 9, multiple terminals. With the phone swipe, you're actually able to have multiple terminals all tied into the same merchant account that you can manage from the same back office in the application. Now with Square, if you have multiple salespeople in the field, you have to have multiple merchant accounts for each one of them. Number 10 is a great feature. If you're out in the field and you're in a place where there's no cell phone reception, you can still take a payment with the phone swipe. Because the device is fully encrypted, you can swipe it and complete the payment process as if you were in a service area, but it will just be stored until you get to a service area, and then it will send out for authorization and email your customer a receipt. Number 11, discounts. If you want to run a promotion, you don't have to go back into your inventory and change all the prices like you would on Square, or you'd have to manually override them. You can actually add on a discount at the time of checkout. Now, it can be either a flat percentage or a dollar amount, and it will be applied to the sale, and it will keep your inventory up to date. Maybe these 11 reasons are exactly why Square only gets an average rating of 3 stars on iTunes, whereas the phone swipe device has an average rating of 4.5 stars, and that's why the Merchant Doctor endorses the phone swipe. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you next time. In the meantime, jump on over to Facebook and give the Merchant Doctor a like so that you can be a part of the Merchant Doctor revolution.